Hey there, welcome to GemiiToys. Here we are once again with another unboxing and review video. This time we have Thor from Avengers End Game. I've been long awaiting this figure to complete my trinity, and perhaps you have too. And here he is, finally. So let's take a look at him, but first remember to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future content like this. So we're going to be taking a look at the box first. Remove the slip-on, slip-off cover, but we're going to take a look at that first. It does match the rest of the line, but I'm not too happy with how this pastel look for Thor looks. But the rest of the box looks, as mentioned, like the rest of the line. You have the cutouts on the slip-on cover and shows those logos of Avengers and Thor, and then you got Thanos' ship in the middle there. It does have that wine red look. It's nice. I mean, like the rest, but I'm not too crazy. And then in the back, of course, as I showed you there, you do have the credits and warnings. Credit to the people who made this figure. Here you got, again, showing you around when you take off the slip-on cover. Avengers End Game on the bottom, Thor on the top, Avengers on the back, Thanos ship on the sides, and my razor right here to open the bottom of the box. So yeah, let's take a look at this bulky dude. I've been looking forward to this figure. I was on the fence a little bit, but I'm glad I got this guy, and I'm gonna show you and tell you why. But when you open the box, this is the first thing you would see. This whole crap load of lightning effects for the weapons and Thor, and you know, you can use those for the light up feature. I guess it kind of reflects the light or filters the light. I want to say you got an instruction manual, some hands. First thing is I usually like to do is take a look at one of the accessories, and of course it's Stormbreaker. Finally, the right size to scale, movie accurate. I couldn't stand that Infinity War version, and I almost bought the Bad Tomato one for like $200, and it wasn't as nice as this. The size was right and did light up, but the paint application on this is so much better, so glad I waited. That was one of the reasons I really wanted this figure. Yeah, you guys may laugh at me, but yeah, that really motivated me to get this guy. But let's take a look at Thor here, bulky Thor. After he went through a hard time mentally, this is how he looked, with the more kind of iconic look for Thor, I want to say, with the longer hair and the beard, of course, versus the clean, pretty boy but cool Infinity War version. Here you have some tread showing you the suit. It's got some differences, of course. This, I mean, right off the bat, it's bulkier. You do have this battery compartment, just like the Infinity War version. The cape looks very similar. I like all these layers to the sculpted hair. And of course, I'm going to do a comparison with this guy and the Infinity War version, so stay tuned for that. We'll be in depth comparing everything, some extra stuff. It'll be interesting. But of course, you know, needless to say, this guy is very similar but bulkier and with a beard and long hair. I'm gonna get into that, some opinions I have about that in a little bit, but I like how this guy looks so badass. That's what I like about this guy. I would define him as bulky, badass Thor. So yeah, this guy looks great. Very happy I got him. So let's take a look at the accessories, starting with the hands here. I'm going to show you one of each pair of hands. One, in this case, we're taking a look at the right semi-open palm, fully open palm. I do like to use this palm, hand, open palm for Thor, kind of like when he's getting ready to attack. This is for holding Stormbreaker. It's a little slightly more open than the one you're going to see after this. Again, you know, nice plane application as usual. And as I was showing you there, both, you know, you can kind of open this hand to fit in the weapon. Be careful because it will scrape the paint. It's happened to me before with my Infinity War version. And then taking a look at these electric effect, lightning effects for Stormbreaker. That's for the edge, the sharp portion of the axe. And this is for the back. I don't know if you could put this on Mjolnir as well. I didn't try that. As far as I know, it's meant for Stormbreaker. And then a whole crap load of these lightning effects that you can put on the figure, you know, kind of decorate your weapons. I don't know if I'm gonna, I never used those effects so much, but I found over time I found myself using a little more and more with the Infinity War version and Flash, for example. So it's nice to have them. And here, of course, taking another look at Stormbreaker. I love the paint application of the, you know, the axe portion, and of course Groot's arm. And it's kind of sharp, but I wouldn't consider it dangerously sharp. And even on the bottom here, you can see the detail. So tree looking like. And again, I can't stress enough how happy I am to have this piece. It's pretty great. And you know, this is a nice bonus. I'm attaching this. I think this is the right way it goes. I think you can do upside down as well. But I think maybe, is it designed this way? Yeah, looks alright to me. I think it works either way. And then this back part, you just attach it like that. And I will show you the light up feature here shortly in both lit and darker settings, so you guys can appreciate it. It's really nice. And then these effects here, you attach to the chest and abdominal area. You get 6 of them. Again, this the figure does light up, and the light up feature does kind of carry into those effects, so it's kind of nice. And then here we have Mjolnir. Right off the bat, what I see is more weathering. And of course, this battery compartment, the Captain America version didn't have that. And I will compare, of course, in my comparison, various things such as Captain America's Mjolnir. Well, it's really, I don't know, is it Captain America? It's really Thor's Mjolnir, but you know, you get the point. So yeah, it does have that strap of pleather on the bottom, on the handle. And then here, I'm gonna try to open this for the first time. It's a little tough, you gotta stick your fingernail in there. I barely have any, but yeah. This is how you access the battery compartment. Then you just unscrew that one piece there and install the batteries. They're easy to install. It's not a big deal for once. So these are the batteries. And you may be wondering, why do you get so many wrist pegs? Well, you get the spare ones in case you break them, and you get some non-articulated wrist pegs, which is the first time I see them. And as far as I know, that is because Stormbreaker is a heavier piece than usual for Hot Toys figures, and it's just better to have a non-articulated one to have a steady grip, I want to say, on Stormbreaker. But it's not that heavy, so I don't know. Nonetheless, nice Hot Toys included that. And then we do have this hexagonal base. It says Thor in the front, and each one has their unique logo, but all bases for the Endgame line are very similar. It says Marvel 2021. It's got these pads there. Yeah. I like these hexagonal bases. I mean, of course, I like diorama bases better, but you know, gets the job done. And then you get this pole. You can adjust it, kind of articulate it, I want to say, twist here. So for flight poses and dynamic poses, however, this guy is not going to get very dynamic. And then you get this clamp, which I suggest you don't use. I like to use it. I've used it on my Infinity War version, and yes, you do damage the figure. So do as I say, not as I do. I don't think I'm gonna use it on this guy though, because it will damage the waist area. And then, you know, Thor was holding this, so I'll show you this piece too. Another electric effect. He can't get enough. Kind of comparing here, one of these, this one's thicker. Yeah, kind of looks like a fan. It's so hard, not hard, hot here in Japan. Need and like all I can think is something that gives me fresh air. But yeah, plenty of those electric effects of different sizes and shapes. So here, speaking of, we're going to take a closer look at the light up feature of the weapons and such. We have all these lightning effects, and then you just press this button, kind of clicks. It's very well hidden with Groot's arm, I want to call. It's hidden on the top there, just a button you press, and it looks like this. You don't see it so well, and I'm going to show you a little when it's, I'll turn off the lights here in a minute, I'll show you. But here, taking this piece off again, here I did remove the cover there, and you can see the batteries. So put that back on. It lights up pretty good, but in a lit room you can't see it so much. And then this Mjolnir, you just twist the handle there, and this one is more, it's brighter, as you can see. I do like the light up feature on this better, and it just almost looks like, I don't know, it looks like reminds me of like the universe. It's like the universe is inside the hammer when you look at the light up feature. It's pretty cool effect. I do like how this one lights up better than Stormbreaker. And then you get these, of course, you know, I showed you before, you can attach them to the figure, that to the weapons. And here we have Thor with his light up feature pretty much already. You take these plugs, you unplug, I'm going to unplug here the last one to show you how it works, and you replace it with lightning effect plug, I want to say. And then in the back here, remove the compartment, and you can see the batteries. It's got a little switch, and there you go. He's lit up. I didn't find myself using this so much on the Infinity War version. I think I had him pose with it for a little bit of time, but it's nice. I mean, these batteries die so fast, especially on Stormbreaker. They start to dim out just in a matter of seconds. It's crazy. Maybe it's just the batteries they include are not very good, but there you can see. I did speed up the footage here so you guys can see real quickly in a darker setting. Here, I put my palm here, see if I could reflect the light and see if I could get the eyes to light up, but you need one of those UV black lights for the eyes, as they do have that luminous reflective effect. And then here, taking a look at the head sculpt, the hair does have various layers of plastic. This is smooth, so it won't damage the figure. And I just have one nitpick here. I like the layers, I do like that, but I can't help but think of my Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean Jack Sparrow figure. It was a mix of rooted hair and sculpted hair, and it was a really nice mix because you could kind of put the rooted hair and tuck it in, and it gave it a more realistic look. So here I'm just messing around with the articulation, but yeah, it would have been nice. It would have been nice. Yeah, the articulation here is just yeah, the arms though, it's just like the Infinity War version. He's pretty stiff. The ankles seem a little more tight, at least. Yeah, don't expect a lot of articulation. He's pretty stiff. You can have his arm reach for the sky, holding like Mjolnir and stuff like that, but the legs are pretty stiff. And yeah, like I was saying, you know, it would have been nice to have a nice mix there of, it would have been nice to be nice. Nonetheless, I'm saying nice too much. Yeah, some rooted hair to give it a more realistic look. So here, this is some Japanese top value beer. As we all know, this version of Thor does like his beer, so just decided to put it there, see if he wants to drink it. And I do have him standing on his stand, just with his arms as close to the body as possible. And so far he doesn't want to drink Japanese beer, so we'll just take a look at him and rotate him around. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like how this looks, the sculpted hair, but just a little bit, just like Jack Sparrow would have been nice. I want to say rooted hair versus here the sculpted hair is what I meant. So the cape is nice, just like the Infinity War version pretty much. He got his gut from having that beer. But yeah, this guy is badass looking, very robust, tough looking, like the old Greek gods type of thing. I'm thinking like Odin, you know, really, I don't know. Did they like drinking beer? Well, if he doesn't want it, I'll have it after this review. So here we have him holding Stormbreaker. I love this look. I think this is how I'm gonna pose him on the shelf. That's probably what I'm gonna do. The light up feature is on and you can barely see it. I know, it's already dimming out. It's crazy how fast they dim out. Just literally, I'm not exaggerating, in a matter of seconds. And then, yeah, again, you know, nice piece. The sculpted hair is pretty nice and realistic looking. I'm not gonna say anymore. I would have liked the mixed media there of the rooted hair. I guess I just did. But yeah. Again, Stormbreaker. Here we have the ankles are a little bit more tight than the Infinity War version. Maybe it's because this figure is more newer. I don't know, but they feel a little bit tighter. But both the ankle articulation is nice, but be careful. This guy will tip over, take a nosedive easily. Yeah, he's reaching for the sky. As I mentioned, you can articulate his arm all the way up there and hold Mjolnir and bring on the storm. And you do have some weathering on that on the chest and that one centerpiece there, the armor with the plugs. And here I have him holding both weapons, both the Stormbreaker and Mjolnir, as he does look pretty, again, badass. Here you can kind of see there that Mjolnir is lit up. You can kind of, gives you an idea of the light up feature is really cool. It's just too bad you can't have it on for more than just a few minutes. You know, it starts dimming immediately. So. But it's nice for pictures and for this video, of course. And, I packed in all those electric effects on Stormbreaker. And yeah, the legs posing, that's about as much as I could get. And here I decided to challenge myself to use every electric effect, including, that's why I put it even here on the boot. Why not? You know, it's Thor. Electricity or all those light up effects are like coming from everywhere and going everywhere. So I tucked it in there with a base, I think, in the back. He's lit up and decorated like a Christmas tree. This guy does remind me a little bit of Kris Kringle, like a badass Kris Kringle. Came early, you know, it's still summer here. Way early. It's not Christmas yet, but yeah. I like this look. I wouldn't pose him like this because this is overkill with those electric effects. But I wanted to try, see if I could, you know, challenge myself to use every single one, as he does come with many of them. So everything is lit up. Stormbreaker, you can barely see it anymore. but the light up feature on the figure does last quite a bit longer. I don't know how long, but better than the weapons, that is for sure. All right, kind of playing a little bit with the focus as I like to do. Yeah, this is the most dynamic pose I could think of. I've posed Thor figures like this. Well, I've really only had Infinity War Thor. He was kind of my real introduction. I started liking Thor. I mean, I knew about Thor and I liked him, but I really started to like Thor with the Infinity War version, even though that's not so iconic signature Thor. It's more clean, pretty boy, and this is more robust, a little more the Thor. Of course, helmeted Thor is really the most iconic, but this is a little more Thor to me, and I'm really glad I got this piece. I'm looking forward to doing the comparison, and stay tuned for that. And yeah, I really can't stress it enough. I'm so glad I got this piece. I got my Trinity, and you won't regret getting this guy. He's pretty nice. However, if you are on the fence because you already have the Infinity War version, maybe this guy's not for you if you didn't like this look for Thor. So, as I always say, subscribe, like, and comment. Enjoy the path of collecting, and I'll catch you guys next time.